Oh na 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 na. Say the way them be left the power to murder, not to say it. Plenty youth they smoke and go mad. Try they not to say me there. The way this mommy they talk, the other mommy not to say me there. The way politics them spoil we try they I say not to say me there. The way mother they fly plenty, the other part not to say me there. The way this mommy they talk, the other mommy not to say me there. The way them be left the power to murder, not to say there. But not to say me there. 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 Yeah, they pulling back politics, fight each and every day. Not to so we been there, not to so we been there. DJ box the battle, keke to mine and my brewer. Not to so we been there, not to so we been there. We sat on board, they travel run, come back and village people not they get chance. Not to so if the mommy they dance on TikTok and people want talk. Una left and I saw you one day. Green and red been the bind, green and red been the dine. But now not to so it there. When they start to drive glass teeth, they up the voters they suffer. Not to so for day. The mommy getting artists, the pa getting artists, the other pa getting artists for day. You know for talk through then quick for jail you. Violate your rights, bro. Not to so you have been there. 2023, I wonder how we are go there. Now before you get job, before something say not to so be there. 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 Listen, governor for making investors run away. We for encourage them not to so you been there. Kai Kamara one coach John Kista. Paddy play football set much not to so you been there. You want talk plenty, you not score plenty. You don't crest, not to so Kalom been there. Baby big piece they cheat but not to so a day. I not say not to all been there, not to so we there. But until God there we must stay like how been there. And now been there we must stay like how been there. The way this mommy they talk, the other mommy not to so been there. The way them be left the power to murder, not to say there. But not to so be there. Not to so be there. Not to say be there. Not to say be there. Not to so be there. Not to say be there. Not to so be there. Not to say be there. Y'all know Senator Salon Day, not to say me day. The way our Salon be day today, not to say you day. Woo! What that? Bojo, Bojo. Crying out, baby. It's your mark. The guy will die, will smile. Red flag, baby. All day. Woo! Leon, one love. Alright? Take the challenge. Tell man and say not to so for day. Not to so salon for day. Alright?
Alman on the mix.
Feather rapper, King Boss. The voice of the voiceless. I'm here.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day. Nakusha kusha unakabo. So now they do fine. Now on a sister, on a comrade, on a guest, on a presenter, there is not today, Sunday. This is not a very faithful Sunday. Today is the 2nd of July, and this is my birthday month. So this is the best month in the year because I was born on this month. So thank you very much for watching, guys. What I can do for us today, please wanna share the live, wanna subscribe to the page, wanna like the page. So as soon as we come on, when I will get the notification, then I'll be able to watch us. Everything we bring from Monarch to this platform is fact, and some of us obviously alongside with your own personal opinions. So please, guys, share the live, like the page, subscribe, and we get and like the page. So as soon as we come on, I'm gonna me now reside in London, United Kingdom. I wanted to thank you again for wanna join us today. I've got a few guests that I bring to now today. We've got a lady, a comrade Khadija, we've got comrade Andrew, and also we've got comrade ABS. So they'll be joining us along the way. If I get any questions, when I want to put to the comrades then, please una write under the box. Una just send under the chat and I go put them through to them and then go answer them to the best of their ability and knowledge. This is a good time, your own best for good and your little 2 cents one. Thank you very much. I'll just give a quick shout out to Isatu. Isatu, thank you so much for watching us every Sunday faithfully. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And also we've got favor content. Thank you very much for watching us as well, faithfully every Sunday. Guys, say where you're watching us from, please. If you're from the United Kingdom, put it down. If you're from Ireland, put it down. Wherever you are in the world, Sierra Leone, please just write it down. If you're watching us from Freetown, just write it down. And I just got somebody else as well who joined us. Thank you so much for watching us, James. And then obviously Joseph, thank you so much. And everybody on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us as well. People on Twitter, thank you. Facebook. I am very grateful you guys are joining us today. So in a minute on a presenter today, I could try my best for giving all what I can. I've got Naroon from USA. Hi Naroon. I've got Khadija as well from Pennsylvania. Hi Khadija. Hope Pennsylvania is doing good. And then I've got Ibrahim. Hello, good evening. Hi Ibrahim. How are you? And then also later on, my other comrade, Sweet Bonita, I want to know very so well. Instead of go join me later on. As soon as I know the connection in Freetown is pretty bad, so I think we're struggling to connect. But we'll try our best. I'll try my best to answer most of your questions. I'll try my best for let me do a catch on today. Today is a somber show. As soon as I know, we had an election last week, a week yesterday. And for every comrade, it hasn't been easy. For me in particular, and obviously everybody would have worked through as well. This hasn't been easy. It's been a very difficult week. Some of us has lost sleep. Some of us have been sick. Some of us with voice and not lost. Some of us are still in day 9. Some of we will still in day 9. We not believe, we not believe, we not believe, and we not believe, and we not accept. I must say some of us are down, but one thing we get to know as APCians, we are resilient. We are down, we are broken, we're downcast, we're heartbroken, we're sick, we're in all kind of funny position. But one thing I can say about APCians, the true APC, we do not give up. We don't give up. We're resilient people. That's what makes us APC, and that's what makes us APC. We need to give up. You might try to bring us down for a moment, only for a moment, but we will bounce back. And when we bounce back, it's not going to be funny. And also, I want to say thank you very much to Mary Luke, who is watching us as well. Thank you so much, Mary Luke, watching us from the United Kingdom, London. Day in, day out, Sunday, Monday, whatever day we're here, you're here as well, supporting us. We are very much grateful. And you're all welcome to this platform. So today, we'll talk about post-election. What has happened, waiting we see, waiting we not see, waiting we hear, waiting we not hear, waiting we capture in camera, waiting we not capture in camera, waiting a hearsay, waiting a authentic information, waiting a just fabrication, and obviously with personal opinion. So today we'll discuss on that. And also Delwyn has joined us. He's watching us from Bognor, which is in Ireland, and that's in Northern Ireland. Thank you all. You're all welcome to this platform. I have to apologize about my voice. It hasn't been easy. So my voice is a little bit crooked, but you guys are going to have to bear with me. Just pay attention to the face, and then the face will tell the story. First thing I want to talk about today, as I said to now, we are down. Good evening from Supermed. I've got Mohammed Kamara as well watching from the United Kingdom. Mohammed Supermed, thank you for joining us. We are very much grateful, and you're welcome to this platform. Like I said, we are down. Some of us are broken. Some of us are hurt. Some of us are in disbelief. But as APCians, one thing we do not do, we do not give up. We are resilient people. We are made for that. No matter how many stones you throw at us, we will hit you back. And when we do, it will be heavy blow. We're not going to give up. One thing I want to say today, Naya, before we get into the show deeply, because it's not a discussion between me and you guys, we only talk about with feelings here today. One thing I had not noticed by Madabio, who is the president of Sierra Leone. Obviously, he's not my president. I am a Sierra Leonean, but I completely deny his presidency because, as far as I'm concerned, he didn't earn it. So, and Andrew Kamara as well could join me later on the show. Instead, we can't able to discuss the whole post-election. So, we're waiting for him. He's going to be one of our guests on the platform today. One of our comrades. He's quite landed somebody and he's known his stuff. Andrew, please join us. I can see you online. We're waiting for you. One thing I want to say about Madabio, which I don't gather this is my own personal opinion. Like I say, this platform, APC Diaspora TV online, they give facts, they give, and also we as co-host and host, we also share our own personal opinion. Waiting, I don't gather this last week, or should I say this last month, about Madabio in particular. That man is not even a gentleman. I have to apologize. For me, he's not a gentleman. What I don't gather from man, one thing we are facing na in target. APC na in biggest target. Meaning APC, if Madabio gets in power, they want completely dismantle APC as a party, as an institution, and all of us as comrades. He doesn't want us, full stop. I don't care what anybody else trying to say, and nobody will convince me, either way. Madabio, as far as I'm concerned, in dream today, I feel wake up, say the whole APC party has been dismantled and everybody has gone in a different way. Now then I don't gather for this last month, really. I can't find a conclusion. He despised APC. He despised what we stand for. He despised the comrades. He despised all what the APC stand for, what the APC day about, the institution, the people, the party. He despised us, no matter what he's saying. And that in my own personal opinion. And that's exactly, and that feeling there, now a proper reaction, a proper gut reaction. He despises us. And no one even hear the APC name. They want completely dismantle you. But let me tell you something, Madabio. I know most of you people are watching us. Of course, we welcome them all to this platform. This is not a free old platform. Anybody can join us. But one thing I want to say to you, this is not a personal message that is sent to you from me. Not anybody else, from me. I'm sure say you must have seen my face, you must have heard my voice. You can never break us. And this new generation of APC and that are coming up, you will see. You will never break us. Because you don't want the new generation of APC, and there are thousands and millions of APCians, young and old. So if you want a fight, we get young people who they come up. Now party will not ever go away. We're here to stay, and we're here to stay permanently. We're here to stay permanently. We will go nowhere. We are red and ready, and we will always be red and ready. For now, you think you've got the upper hand? Fair enough, fine. But we are here and we'll be watching you and we will torment you live. We will torment you live. You know, we get that easy. We know we get that easy. At all, you know we get that easy, full stop. You know we get that easy. And that's a personal message from me to you, Mr. President. I want to talk about the we'll get video as well, so they go along with the play the video, don't see the video. I want particularly talk about what's happening. I think it was Sunday last week, if I'm not mistaken. I stand corrected, by the way. Sure, it was Sunday or Monday, but like I said, I stand corrected, so I can correct me if I'm wrong. Waiting happen at the party office, na Brookfield. So I will play that video and then we go discuss that. Technical team, could you please play the video, please? I'll just give me technical team a few seconds for them press play.
Look at the one where they come with the green 98.
And also we get few I will see as well, we'll get few still photos as well, which happen at Brookfield. If they can put some of those photos, let me just roll it in as well. Look, just to try for you capture on a memory What's in the happen this whole week has been huge. I just give me technical team a few seconds for letting upload some of them still pictures in there, and also let them replay the video as well. Waiting up in a book field is just a sign of overpowering. You know, when you say this part of the world where we live, then get the word where they can use for people like that government day where they can use, then get a particular word where they can use for people like a matter view. They get power, so obviously they show power. And government is nothing but a brutality government. And they brutal you, and they goes like scot-free. Obviously, now they go visit the go scot-free. But one thing you have to remember, Mr. President, we have videos, we have photos, we have evidence, we have witness statements. We gather them as we go along, and we archive them. Things never disappear. One day you will face justice, and you will face justice for every single Sierra Leonean that has been murdered under your name. Haja Hawanatu was shot last week Sunday in the APC office in Brookfield. Cold-blooded. I saw those photos. They were absolutely gruesome. I don't think anybody would want to see this photo twice. I dropped by them by accident. Not intentionally, but it rolled when you go on your WhatsApp, and then your WhatsApp rolled. And I couldn't believe what I saw. I was heartbroken even more so. Seeing that woman on the floor in the state. That was just heartbroken. That just completely broken me. That video is awful. We're not going to play it because, like I said, we have to respect the family, and we have to respect our comrade who passed. And he don't serve Sierra Leone. She's a nurse. She's a matron. He doesn't serve in the country for years. So for letting kill her like that without no accountability, it's unbelievable. And damn right sad. Anyway, we'll play the video again. Go ahead, please, technical team.
One way they come with the green. The green 98. You see the other presidential guard motorcar? That fine motorcar. Wow. That it looks like.
So we get.
You see them with the muffler. Listen the word, especially this female officer.
You're gonna officer, because it will be for finding them broadcaster. So
see how the one with the green 98, you know, wear uniform.
Now some of the people there were the arrest, and then they go to Benghazi.
You see him with all the green. Very dangerous guy. Watch him. Now he make no wallet and see face. Watch him. And they go communicate with the motorcar. The way he carry it. They don't cock. They observe. And now we need for going to action. Watch him. Just watch him. I think I need for zoom and for now. Let you see.
Hey, come on, man, call him.
Watch this guy on top of this motorcar, this presidential guy. On top of this motorcar. The watch?
Office called for me. Okay, so tension there over under.
No plates, no delay.
On the other hand.
See them? That's the presidential guard them we talk about so now. Watch this one with the green. You see the desert uniform we wear? Pure brown. Not the ever identify and say SLA.
Type C.
Now when they go into action. And they go for deployment. And they go take and come back to this particular position. Take a look at this position again. Now they don't mobilize good one, and they see what thing they put in place now. Let's bring a full shot for you, let you see. This guy on top of the motorcar, I want to pay attention to him as well. On top of that presidential guy motorcar, pay attention to him. Then, take a look. You see I'm fine? Right inside the building. This time, that's what they do in 2018. Then now, look at this guy. The guy with the green they come again. Let's zoom in again for you.
Don't sit today.
The one with the green. The one with the green. Watch out. Take a look. Continuous and rapid fire against me.
Hey, sis. Let's sweat past it.
No. Me not. No, not there. No, Major Cannon, no. No, he say I'm not for day. No, wait, Major Cannon, no. Hey, wait. No, he's not there.
Okay. You know, I like this guy. I love following us in this guy. I love us of this guy. This guy is the most. If you don't go now, we don't come by. Now watch, now just watch. Pay attention to this side. Yeah, watch out. Take a look.
Hey, sis. Let's sweat past it.
No. Me not. No, Major Cannon, no.
One for put out the action we're supposed to put up. All time. You know, this now waiting the journalists can face at times. You know.
Hey, and I thank you again for watching. I see most of them, I don't see that video. I don't even know if that's in Sierra Leone or that's in Sudan. Because it looks like it's in Sudan. It don't look like it's even a book films. But that's actually in Sierra Leone. You see what then they shoot like it look like it's in a proper war front. I've never been to a war front, war front or whatever it is. But I don't see it on TV, and that looks like Sudan to me. People then stand on top of Jeep. Then they fire directly into the APC office. People are on the road. Then they fire directly into the APC office. So please, when they watch online, when I don't watch that video, when I tell me say if that particular video did, what really happens, so not to assassination attempts, not just for one person, for many. Then go obviously for assassinate Dr. Samura, but hence they also go for kill other comments. Because that kind of firing is not just for one person. And enough for kill the whole, for kill everybody. And even bystanders. Then they fire directly. That look like Sudan. That doesn't look like the Sierra Leone or peaceful Sierra Leone. And then the mother you don't bring to Sierra Leone. Those people I don't believe those people are Sierra Leone army. Because they're professional, they're trained. Those people look like they're freaking rebels. I don't know where they came from. But obviously, they're not in calling, not in people. They look like they are privately trained, ready to fight a war. I don't believe, they keep calling them presidential guards, but I don't believe the presidential guard. I'm sure they're supposed to be from people from the Sierra Leonean army. But those look like they're not from the Sierra Leonean army. They look like they're specially trained for some kind of warfare. So obviously, they guard the president. And in fact, that's another shame for letting you get extra people you know, pretending to be Sierra Leonean army. They give the Sierra Leonean army proper bad name. So you get people like that. Some of them are even disguised, wearing disguise. They're wearing balaclava. Look at them, covering their face. The other one is in plain clothes, but he's got a gun. He's shooting directly. So if Unano say this na assassination attempt after the non-stolen election, then I don't know I'll be able to convince that again otherwise. Also, I need to talk before we get them calm. Obviously, we'll answer most of the questions as well. I need to talk about the election, the result of the election. Most of us right now still there in denial. We all there in denial because we not believe Usai, you know, I not get math degree in mathematics, but I do have the degree in GCSE, and also I get for the maths. So for that kind of mathematics calculation, where Mr. Kone bring for calculating this election result. And if you say any mathematician at the world or statisticians, whatever they call it, they're able for even find that formula there. Now in one get that formula there. Also I pull that formula there, we still don't know. I come up with the numbers then we still don't know. Nothing was transparent. Everything was done in cahoots. Everything was done undercover. Everything was done without no regards for our comrades to start with, and also for the observers, the international observers, local and international observer women present. They not get chance. They not get even a looking. You know what Englishman say, a looking. They not even get a looking. So where does Mr. Kone come up with that formula for come up with such results? Up to now, people in the try for work it out. Nobody can. Now, the only person who able to work them out. This wasn't one thing what we get for no. I don't kind of like believe that today. We not get presidential election in Sierra Leone. There was no election. There was never an election. That was a gathering. That was a show. That was a show. We not get presidential election in Sierra Leone on the 24th of June 2023. That was a show. Everything was pre-planned, premeditated. Things were just delivered to us. Now you know, so we're not get presidential election, right? Sierra Leone, the mayor election, they only finished counting, what was it, yesterday or so? Or then give you the results. That's like 1 week. When I just Freetown on a vote for Yvonne or Gentle. 2 candidates, obviously then getting deputies and staff. It was only we get the results yesterday because from last week they said any count. And that's just Freetown. So think about, look at the whole picture. Sierra Leone, yes, we're not big, we're a small country, but for where we got quite a few million people there, and quite a lot of people registered to vote. So are you go count the whole of Sierra Leone under 24 hours to 48 hours, and then you come with a result? There was no transparency, there was no accountability, there was no explanation, nothing whatsoever. You count in 24 hours or to 48 hours, but then you take over a week for count just Freetown results. What does that tell you? There was no presidential election. That was just a gathering. That was a show for the world to see, to say, oh, they have spent money in this election. So we put in a show. That was not an election. If you do an election, it has to be transparent. Just as we don't get all this time. When Mr. Kone came, he changed the rule, he changed the status quo, he do as he wants, he do as he please, obviously, under the instruction of President Madabio, which is not my president, he's the president of Sierra Leone, some country in the West Africa region named Sierra Leone. So that wasn't a presidential election, that was a show. That was a showpiece. And indeed, he won the showpiece. That election, that result was just presented to us, to the world to see. Because if you run an election, people need to know what's going on. There has to be accountability. There has to be explanation. There has to be transparency. Yes, East Africa is not the West. We understand. But I would like to say Sierra Leone move a little bit further now, that we're able to count and give a proper result. Not just because we're in Africa, we're backwards. Sierra Leone come from far. We don't get election before. They don't counter. There has been transparency. People they don't see inside in the count, every party present. So we don't move. So for say now when in the count election under President Bio, nobody need to know what's in the happen. Then just they can't present the results. We don't get election. It's a joke. is a joke. It's a big joke. It's not a joke. We are laughing stock to the rest of Africa and the rest of the world. Because me not see election. All I saw was a showpiece. Because the international holds per millions. I don't know. I don't have that figures. And I know one can go in any kind funny figure or wrong figure. But they have spent a lot of money and they want the show to go on. And then the show went on. So Mr. Connie has it all planned and he executes her without no explanation to the opposition parties. Nothing whatsoever. Up to now, we don't know how I work out the math to come up with that result. Nobody knows. Everybody, we had a different result. Same as the others. In the SLP, they don't get the result. The result don't match anybody else. So what does that tell you? This is premeditated, pre-planned between them. If a whole party of SLPP, the caliber of SLPP, now Mr. and Mrs. Madabu, now the normal campaign, everybody else will just fala, as we call them. What does that tell you? Then get some side outside any abu. Then get some side outside any then get some side, then get waiting and we don't plan. Because a whole SLPP party, now 2 people they campaign for them. What does that tell you? When I think about her, I know they put one on a mountain. But when I say just think about her really and come out to what conclusion you come to. Even in the United Kingdom, where most of us in Europe, America, North America, that most of us reside, when there's election, everybody campaigns. Even the cleaner for that party campaigns. Everybody play their little part. Because everybody believe on the public for vote for them. There's no underpass, there's no underhand. But for a whole SLPP party, now Mr. and Mrs. campaign, to be quite honest, it's unbelievable. And indeed, it was unbelievable because we see the results. I can't even call the results now because I still don't believe saying that kind of results they can't give me. Where some of us not able for work the formula, some of us up to now with a crack we had them for able to work how they come up with that math. Some of us they don't send me back to college or university for go learn math. The other math we say you don't create because it's not human trafficking math. This is not the standard mathematics that we know. 1 + 1 is 2. This is 1 + 1 is 10 times 5 divided by 6. It gives you the biggest results. So now that kind of problem they Mr. Connie don't put in as much as they don't store re-election, they don't can put you back a problem for not go work out the foundation, not go work out the formula for find out how that Monday come up with such kind of results. We say today, some of us are in denial because we're not refusing that. Some of us think that there's the film still a play, might come to an end. Then we go get with desired results where we actually keep them. So it's quite shocking. Also, I don't get me guest whether I don't get me co-host who don't join me speak to me. It's just and this conversation and this discussion. Instead of sooner or later, it will come in. Now just go over to Sweet Bonita. Most of them know him, but he go still introduce himself and he go talk small but how himself, like how they tell you now, how Mr. Connect come with this kind of results where we know even know up to now. Some of us still try for work out the formula, let me self analyze this results where don't can give. Sweet Bonita, do you want to join us? Do you want to say hello?
Good evening, Fatia. Thank you so much. Sorry, viewers, I'm a bit late based on my network issue here. I'm still in Sierra Leone, but I want to say, well, the whole thing of us having Connors with his results, for those that are mathematicians or let's say the economists are still finding ways to get to those figures because up to now we are struggling to find out exactly what he has subtracted or add or divided in the actual numbers that we had. But again, as we said, one thing we are always happy about is us APC and bringing the right thing to the right people. As we said, we don't do propaganda, we bring the right information here. And we want to also commend the APC party, the leadership. We've had a press release about a couple of days now, and some of us are still digesting that. And again, we want to say a very big thank you, even though it's going to be difficult for you. And they said, well, hold your horses. You can't move, you can't do nothing. So that's also something I think, Fatia, we need to look at that and see how best our comrades will be able to abide by that particular rules and regulations of our party. Because it's a bit heart-rending for you to win a position and they say, well, please don't do nothing. Because sometimes we have to think outside the box. But anything about APC, as long as it's for the betterment of our country, definitely we will come through to do. I think, Comrade Fatir, I think they said we just have a guest with us. I don't know if it's who I think it is, but I think I'll leave that to you to introduce this guest.
Okay. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, comrades online, Facebook, Twitter, thank you for watching. Please share the live. We're going to go through some of our comments there on the box. Somebody say you guys need to go back to school. Of course. We don't need to go back to school. I just advise few like I said, this is an open discussion. Everybody's welcome on this platform. We don't need to go back to school. We are in school. But like I say, if Mother Biofi say and the power of our government, SFPP, we say then we'll do this and get rid of it, get away with it, it's a joke. And like I said before, I send the message, Mother Bio in desire, in wish, now for eliminate, I use the word eliminate the APC party. That's not gonna happen. APC party, now the biggest political party in Sierra Leone. APC party, now the grassroots party. And the young APCians where they come up, they're completely different to the one way they go pan. What on they go now? We elder, they will call elder at the party. So Madabi will never get rid of APC. You go never get rid of the APC party. We ideology stands. We stand for the truth. We stand for the people, and we stand for factual information. We're not a brutal party. Not at all. If we mean brutal, if we don't get tit for tat, but the first thing we think of our comrades, we think of Sierra Leone, we think of our people in the villages where they suffer right now. Most of them think and they can't to light because most of them places in the villages there's no camera to catch up the brutality or some of the comrades and APCians they go through right now in the villages, killing, rape, burning their houses, stealing. Every single thing where they think of, then they do until them right now. As soon as they know so you're not APC, they're ready for destructive, they're ready for destructive. Even people and they even give them notice now at the house. If you landlord na SFPP, you're not APC tenant, then they give you notice for letting you move out. And then when I feel saying it's funny, it's not funny. Anyway, I will introduce my next guest. So now on all know on this platform, now a regular here. He has become a friend of mine and a comrade. He's a learned individual, you know what they talk about. And any way they bring on this platform, now factual information, now kosher information. So there's no shaking. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades all, I welcome to this platform the one and only Andrew from Sweden, one of the Scandinavian countries. Hi, Andrew, how are you?
Hi, Andrew, how are you?
Andrew, could you please mute your other devices, please?
Andrew, could you please mute?
Have I lost him again?
No, I think he's gonna come in. And Fatia, just a breaking news. Even though this has happened about a couple of hours now. And apparently in Putloko today we lost a life. One of the Okada riders through Judas convoy, the killer Okada rider today in Putloko. So that's also one thing. And it says they did not even stand there to look, they just drove off. So we should also be still they are continuing to kill our people consciously or unconsciously, but they are aware of literally what is going on, you know. But that's something we need to also bring and acknowledge because again, Putloko is one of our strongholds. If such a thing has happened and we're alive, we need to talk about it as well. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Thank you. And I think we'll have Andrew back. Andrew is ready to go.
Thank you so much, Sweet Bonito, for that information. May the blessed soul rest in peace. Like I say, this news don't become a daily thing now for we comrade now the provinces, now the upline. It's become a daily thing where you're not APC, you're a target. To be quite honest, Sarah, you never used to be like that. Well, not that I know of in my lifetime. Yeah, I know I haven't lived for that long. I don't live for that long. But for the short time I don't in that planet Earth, it never used to be like that. There was never no green and red. But now there's completely divide. It's divide and rule. Divide and conquer. Now that matter you don't introduce. Then see that they were left there hundreds of years ago, divide and rule. Long time, divide and conquer. We don't left them, but matter you don't seem for bringing them back. Anyway, I'll just see if Andrew is ready for us. Mr. Andrew, are you ready for us?
Yeah, comrade.
Could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, comrade.
Yes, Andrew, we can hear you. And please, it's not I'm speaking English or Fatia. If you can speak English, it will be very, very nice.
Andrew,
Thank
if you got two devices, could you just switch one off, please?
Okay, 2 devices.
We can hear you double, or is it echoing? I think we got problem with Andrew in connection. Like how we'll give and time let it just reboot and then try for come back in. And like what I mean they say as well, we don't talk about the assassination attempt and many more because not to just Dr. Samura, then go for Bukile, then Kamajo or Raybo. They're not Sierra Leonean army. I don't want to believe that. If it is, then I'll be surprised. Then they have been brainwashed. Full stop. Nothing else. Nothing short. Nothing more. So so another thing what I want to talk about, we don't talk about the results. How Mr. Kone Kantodanka explanation in there. So now I want to speak Bonita. Speak Bonita, no me if you can emphasize, just a little bit on end result. Speak Bonita. When we talk
Yes.
about the maths, the calculation, the results,
Well,
the
you know
misinformation
what?
results. Yeah.
Exactly. One thing also, I think we have one of the power polls here with us. I think, what's the name? It says something Kaba, Paul Kaba. He's talking about we've been defeated and they are taking positions within Falaba. But I think again, one thing we have said is also asking that we did have party agents and pulling at all polling stations. Definitely, that's for sure. But when it comes to the north, especially Potloko, we did said, or the coordinator in charge of the whole of Potloko, which is Honorable Cargo, did mention no data from Potloko was within their first 60%. So definitely, where did Kane got this result from? We don't know.
Yeah.
It's a cook-up result because I think it's also African Express. He mentioned that if they knew this was what they were going to do, there was no point of us going through an election. You would have just do whatever you're doing and then we
Well, like
leave.
I said,
Because you
Sweet Bonita, me they were saying that we didn't have a presidential election. We had a show. Because everything has been premeditated, pre-planned. So that wasn't an election. We never had a presidential election. We then calculate the whole of Sierra Leone, then calculate in less than 2 days. And then for what's his name for the mayoral in election of Freetown, they don't take over a week until yesterday. So that's just tell you everything was premeditated, pre-planned. That wasn't a presidential election. That was a joke. Anyway, I just want to see. We'll get Ojowo one play for one of our comrades, Winnie Khadija. So technically say please can you play the audio?
Oh, okay. Apparently, they said she will join us, so it's fine. We've also got Andrew back. Let's try and see if Andrew will be able to speak to our viewers. Thank you so much. Let me see if Andrew have any technical issue, and then we continue.
Hello.
Good evening. Yes, Comrade Andrew, welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us. I don't know if the technical team are having issue with Andrew or Andrew's having issue with us today. I don't want to think so. What is happening? You need Andrew online. Technical team, can somebody please contact Andrew so that we can get him live? Because we need to hear from Andrew. We know exactly. If we don't, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. So please, Comrade Mo, Comrade Del, and Dr. Denke, JS, please help us behind the scene. Let's see what's going to happen. Whilst we are waiting for Andrew to join all our other guests, apparently, but yeah, when it comes to the percentage, I looked at it. It says the presidential was 90%. And then when it comes to the mayor, it was about 55%. So I'm wondering where did the 40% disappear to? And when it comes to councillors or chairpersons, it's 75%. So I'm thinking, why is this different in percentage? And these elections happen the same day. For you to tell me that, we will not be able to have, or it wasn't the same person, I'm a bit surprised. I'm a bit concerned. So please, it would be nice if they can tell us. Paul, you're online. You can please let us know how did that calculation come? Because some of us are still adding the maths. It's not adding up. We are still adding, it's still not adding up. So I don't know.
Definitely not adding up. Like I said, they call it human trafficking maps that was presented to us. So it's a fake result because we not get presidential election. Like I say, matter be in desire now for get rid of the APC party, but you're joking. This institution, we're here to stay. You need to get rid of us all. And we got plenty young APCMs coming up with different mentality and different ideology. So that's news for you, Mr. Mada. So anyway, let's see. We'll get one beautiful audio. We'll get one audio one play. So technical team, please, could you play the audio for us?
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today, July 2nd, 2023. I am Khadija Tijan Nabi from SVTV1. I hope saying that it gets a good day. And this is another critical information that we every Sierra Leonean need for get their hands on. Now, 2-in-1 message. The very first one, I want to say plenty thank you to Sierra Leone and them. In a thank you, may God bless in a we go out and vote for try for make change, for say that in a voice should be heard. The Almighty no will make in a vote, in a time, in a effort go in vain. In a we stand hours in line, in a suffer, God no will make it go in vain. Then we continue for be patient and be law-abiding citizen. I want telling a plenty thank you again because we can do this particular election is not about APC SLPP. It's about the suffering masses, and in a rightfully go out in a different areas them for actually for say that in I don't tire with the suffering, the angry boku, the pain, the killing, the this, the that. Indeed, at the end of the day, in a really show love for the APC for say that in a towards them for they can do better. Now I make a the candidate for now again at the specific figures them. And this one again, and they do things with the fairness of the Almighty God. Yes, not for any ulterior motive. In the end, now I get for answer to. So what they can say to now, wallahi, and they get them from authentic source. Yeah, with evidence they for backup, then in there. So now make it take me time one by one for now gain at the detail. Okay, as in I know, if I'm not mistaken, 135 MPs they'll forget in a parliament. When I tell you say Sierra Leone and them vote massive one for APC, indeed they did. So I start with force. With the Bombali or Makini, the seats then they na 8 MPs them where they win inside there. Fortunately, na the only place where they not if no seats where this outgoing president administration president be not if no seats. Now we run down to Western Rural. Western Rural APC win 10 seats total. Now they win all. But within this past going administration, they make Sheba middle. Then give APC 5, then T5. And at the talk and they speak with authority and the fairness of God. Now APC clear all the 10 seats. And no say when they talk this one, then say me go surprise say Usai Kadija Ketam. But I tell again with fairness of God, we don't go ever disclose any side what they get to information them for the safety of Sierra Leonean. Koinodugu, now go to Koinodugu. Koinodugu, APC clear all 4 seats. Now 4 seats in the APC clear all. Waiting SLPP do then for one day. Now we go to Potloko. Potloko na 10 seats. APC clear all. SLPP not afraid God then 4 seats inside there. Now we go now to Western Urban. This is not the city. 16 seats. APC clear all 16 seats. What the SLPP do? They not afraid God. Then give APC 9 seats. then take 7 seats. And I listen, oh, inside Kono, where they say, oh, Kono don't go green, na lie, oh. Inside Kono, right? Now 10 seats did APC win 8 seats inside Kono. SLPP, now only 2 seats they win the day. Waiting they do now, then agree APC 3 seats, then TIF 7 seats. And I see inside Kono, the mayor sits back again. Now APC win them. But we wait for the waiting in hotel we otherwise inside Kono. Now we talk about Karina. Karina, now 5 seats. APC win. They win all. SLPP TIF 1 seat inside Karina. Bo when they go make noise so for all. Bo inside Bo. APC win 2 seats. Not to all man where they go say, madam, they want this administration and they afraid for their life. Inside Bo, where will they consider saying SLPP strong all? APC win 2 seats day. Kenema back, APC win 1 seat day. But then clear all, they don't give none to APC, then TIF all. And now they listen, Tonko Lily, APC clear everything, the 10 seats, they win all. What the SLPP do, then TIF 1 of the seats day. Na Tonko Lily. Moyomba, APC win 2 seats day. SLPP not afraid go back, then TIF 1 seat inside it. Cambia, now 6 seats, APC clear everything. SLPP not afraid go then TIF 2 seats day. Falaba is only accurate. Falaba APC win 2, SLPP win 2. Na Falaba. I believe say I don't talk about Potuloko, but in case I not talk about Potuloko, now repeat them. Potuloko every seat day na 10 seats APC win all. SLPP not afraid go then TIF 4 of the seats inside Potuloko. Koinodugu na been 4 seats APC win all, but SLPP TIF 1 day. I go dey bring them as I dey get the accurate numbers then for ne in a know because in a desire for know the truth. It's about time we left this trick in a salon on an African country as well.
Okay, guys, we don't get Andrew back. We're gonna carry on for the play Khadija in audio as we go along. I have to apologize. The volume is a little bit low, so probably I don't know what happened there. I will just bring Andrew in when I regular guest. Let introduce himself, let address you a little bit. Andrew, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Fatih. Sorry for the technical problem. Now, for me, side now, the device will be used, but I don't change them. And sorry that I'm not able to see me today on video.
That's fine. Just introduce yourself, Andrew. Let you be free. When they talk about and come to this conclusion with this results where nobody know able for work out the math, even the statistician, the mathematician, up to now in the struggle for work out Mr. Connor in math. So just introduce yourself a little bit and then just give us a little bit of synopsis for waiting, like what I just mentioned earlier.
Okay, thank you. This now Andrew, a comrade and a patriotic Sierra Leonean way they talk to now. This now the APC Sweden District Secretary General. And thank you, Fatih, and happy birthday to you.
Let me back the month, not to the day or the month.
Okay. It's fine. Okay, so now that. Thank you.
Andrew, the question what I want to put to you now, for let you answer and for relay address and to the best of your knowledge and waiting you don't understand, your personal opinion and some of the facts that you yourself don't gather. Like I said to the guests earlier on, two questions what I want to put you what I don't discuss. I talk say matter be you a main problem. What he want do? This is my own personal opinion. And for get rid of the APC party completely. And then young generation of APCians where they Canada you not even see. You believe that statement say what I just make Naya? Say no matter be your in ultimate intention that?
Yeah, I will subscribe to that 100% and I go add up again for say in all it come for get rid of the APC, but it come for butcher democracy in a salon. Madabio, as we all know, me na the biggest mistake for make people na salon, and we all maybe they had for change back then in 2017 to 2018. for stand up and allow people like Madabio for take the center stage, come back into governance. And today we they pay heavily for we mistakes then we'll do. I want for take me time for analyze certain things that were put together because it fine for make Sierra Leoneans them understand. When I know say Sierra Leone people are well enlightened, people are very smart, but it fine for make we they remind ourselves about certain facts then. I want for add up again for say we get tremendous respect for everybody we born at the southeast. But the few one the way they allow Madabio for use them. Therefore, understand the fact, say, we're not they talk now because we talk because we're APC. We talk on the context that we're Sierra Leoneans and everybody deserve to understand the facts then, what they put now. Now make when you can at this platform, anything what they talk now, they talk based on factual evidence. I want for take unam, the good thing Comrade Fatia say, I want for just take unam briefly to section 51, one of the Public Elections Act of 2022, where now the basement of this argument, I go say. Will you get me clear, Fatih?
Yes, definitely, Andrew.
Okay.
Just carry on.
Now the basement of this particular talk or the talk. What did he say? Section 51(1), this now an act, wouldn't take na parliament, now the necessary item, now they design them. All the thoughts then born from the power guys. And based on that one day, we hold them accountable and we continue for push way before right, with the right for continue for remind constantly the international community for understand, say, Salon at the moment don't be buried beneath the rubble in terms of democratic practices. And so we continue for remind the moral guarantors them, international partners them, where they send the money from poor taxpayers them for ensure, say, Salon, they are the center stage in terms of democratic practices. But today we see the inverse. Section 51(1) of the Public Elections Act of 2022 provides, say, before anything go happen, the presiding officer, don't get me wrong, me say when they talk to you, 2007, I worked as a presiding officer. Now, queer, to be specific, and being supervised some polling stations them. And at the talk from the background, say, I don't work, I serve my country under the electioneering process. The presiding officer, after where people don't vote, if for make sure, say, he counts the votes them, polling station by polling station, he certify the results them. And after we don't certify the results them, if for ensure, say, he states the number of valid votes cast, the number of invalid votes, and also all other needed credentials them before they seal the RRF form them in front of the party agents them or elections observers them. After we don't do so, because the litmus of these elections, remember 1 year ago or 9 months back, there was an argument in the parliament where they push forward for this PR system, the people them. And the PR system, the central hub of this system, not the district. So there's no way we go bypass the district returning officer. With the presiding officer done, if we make sure, say, we don't tabulate all the results and certify them, the party agent that don't sign them and the elections observers that don't sign them, send them to the district returning officer. Now the district returning officer itself will make sure, say, he not only stop, they hold on to the results, if will also make sure, say, he certify the results them and send them to the regional returning officer. The regional returning officer, this is like a chain of command. Why? Now for avoid errors. And make sure, so like no more way you do management and say division of labor. If one great person do a lot of job by himself, they find out, say, it become so much fatigue and the brain they be tired. They do mistakes. Now they make sure, say, they design the system this way. So the regional returning officer in turn go certify the results them, finally send them to the national returning officer according to section 51(1) of the Public Elections Act of 2022. But We see the inverse now. Now make you find out, say, all the press releases them, the tweets them we don't see all the days there, from the international observers, from the local elections observers missions them, we see a chain of press releases them, we center the language on one thing: transparency. The electioneering process wasn't transparent because all the stages there were outlined. The national returning officer, when Mr. Mohamed Kone, he jumped them because there was a time where we get we men that women then at the talent centers them all across the country, regional talent centers in Aputloko, we represent the northwest, the northeast, na Bombali, then the southern talent center una Bo, and the eastern talent center una Kenima. Then the central talent center within a Freetown, now Wellington Industrial Estate. There was nothing like this that was observed by them. And to date, as I talk to now, we don't see anything like a disaggregated voter register. We're going to explain in detail, like what I just explained. So, Mr. Kone not only tried for butcher the constitution, but he also tried for rob Sierra Leoneans of the right. This are some of the things that will be cause the 11-year civil war. These are some of the things that when they plunge a country into a war, we go very difficult for the end. Mr. Kone very much aware of all these factors don't put there. Yet still they become defiant and try for serve in paymaster on a mother bill. And they continue for talk to Sierra Leoneans, them say, we know they get tired, we not go sleep, we not go neither slumber. For make sure say we continue for put facts in straight, educate the one who for educate, and try for reach out to a body that were responsible and for ensure say the right thing be done until justice is served to all Sierra Leoneans. Moving forward, I want for again take una again to another section of this same act of Public Elections Act of 2022, subsection 1, where say the returning officer shall tally and compute the results certified to him by the various presiding officers, and shall after that declare the result of the elections. I mean the general elections now to the nation. Waiting we see 1 week ago, waiting Mr. Kone do, now the inverse. Mr. Kone go call a 60% result will not reflect the will of the people. In fact, here you go be a witness say this election are one of the elections where get the highest observers missions. The presence of people from the outside world, from the East African bloc, Central, South Africa, the ECOWAS, Commonwealth, the African Union, Carter Center, European Union, and many other observers them will be present at Salo. They not go there because they want to go papi show themselves or go holiday. They go there for make sure say the right thing be done until Sierra Leoneans them serve them justice. Because then see they be don't foresee say them kind of thing they are go happen at Salon. They make them go there. And unfortunately, we see what we see now broad light robbery to we all as Sierra Leoneans.
Of course, Andrew.
Yeah, people will be then at the queue, Fatty. The worst thing will happen. I see them might try for rig these elections from the voting. You find out, say, a lot of polling stations there. Now we on side, the Northwest, I mean, specifically, voting centers are not open till 4 p.m., I mean. But people still, they patiently wait for them. When they can open, then they take 11, 12 o'clock. They wait for let them vote. But unfortunately, now the worst thing happen. People don't take the time, they don't vote. So man, I get a story of one woman where a collapse on the voting day. They rush with an hospital. Luckily, there was an ambulance will be there around. Go with an hospital, it feel better small. It's still telling, say, I need for go vote. How about that? This Sierra Leonean, he not only lay down in hospital bed, he go through pain, but yet still he try as best as she could. He go back and go vote. This woman don't take in time, and many other Sierra Leoneans across the country, they don't take their time. Left them busy schedules them. Some left their families them. Some began businesses them for attend to. Some began for travel. Then deferred and travel one. Go that day, they go try for express the franchise as Sierra Leoneans. Go take them time and cast them votes them. You rob them broad the light. How about that? That's too much. And that one day, we know they take a light. Honestly, will they continue for push and make sure say Salon receive justice until proper justice be served. And as I dey talk to now, they're on planning, we know the item, we dey ensure say we get a global protest. They want the way in the US. Reach out to the nearest embassies then. Go to New York, protest at the UN General Assembly, send a clear message peacefully, present a position paper to the UN, say, we get a tyrant that Salon when a Madabio, together with Mohamed Kone, where they try for continue, for plunge the country into a civil war. A war where go very difficult to make the end, and we go continue for remind and say they've spent huge amounts of money, millions of dollars, millions of euros for make sure say the 11-year civil war done in Salon. And they don't fight so hard for make sure say for the first time after 19 after years come up from colonial rule, they help we for make we get democracy. And this democracy where they don't nurture, we don't reach to this peak. After Pakaba, we get an Eskuma we come, implement and make sure say, it's secure this democracy for we. 10 years done, tamper with the democracy. It makes sure say 2018 we go peacefully, we party go peacefully, hand over power in a very smooth transition. And we go remind the people when our moral guarantors them the fact that say this, if they allow Salon go into any difficulty, not just get for affect Salon, but go affect the sub-region. Because in the shortest possible time, Liberia, October, then they go into elections. If Salon suffer the same thing where they go through, so Liberia go copy the same bad examples. And Liberia again be there into war because of that kind of thing. They are bad leadership. Madagascar again for going to elections very soon. Malawi just gets a court injunction where they pass a ruling there and all the election results then because of this same kind of thing will happen in Malawi. And Malawi again forgets a rerun of the elections. If Salon go through this campaign and they allow them, they continue for cook and boil up, then dish the food, Malawi go copy the same on the rerun. Ivory Coast will copy the same. Alassane Ouattara get for exit and then get for get a new president. Senegal, Macky Sall in time not done. Already the push for a third time. People protested quite recently. Then get for copy the same thing. Sorry about this. We go continue for remind the moral guarantors of all these facts and make sure we make the record straight and we will continue for push. Like what I say, not to just US, we get for protest. We they protest even across Europe. Well, the old one protest now Belgium, we go encompasses all European countries. Sierra Leone as well, then other countries and go come assemble na Brussels and the European Commission. We tender in with position paper, explain to them and print out placards them, write messages them. We go send a clear message to the international community across the globe. Say we Sierra Leone as well, then at the diaspora and back home, we not agree for waiting happen. The broad rights robbery of Sierra Leone as them is too much and enough is enough. You want the way the UK, I see a letter where they circulate on social media. The same thing go be applied in the UK, now down the street. We go protest there and make sure say we vet we anger out peacefully and communicate to moral guarantors them about the broad rights robbery way Madabiu rob the people of Salon. So I'm for stop here for now. Thank you very much, Comrade Fatih.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Andrew. We are very much grateful for such submission. That was very detailed. People that understand them better because you put her into a nice paragraph of talking, nice sentences of speaking. Thank you so much. We are very much grateful for your knowledge, which you always pass to us for let me educate certain individual when I still believe say we got a tyranny government in Sierra Leone, which is headed by Madaville. It's purely tyranny. So that will not be accepted. We're not going to accept her. Sierra Leone is a peaceful country from Pakabine time to obviously President Kuruma. We have been very peaceful and we may get placid society. Now killing, then they kill you for toffee for free. Then they shoot you plain over, just like that, because the tyranny government will get the headed by Madabiu. Again, Kamajo, the way they go around and shoot people. How can you go to a whole party office? It look like in a Sudan day. Then they fire point blank into the APC office, and people think that's funny. So no, it's not funny. And all the evidence they did, we will come after you, Madabiu. We did the left and so we don't forget. And also the internet does not forget. We will come. Also, we get one video where one play. Una go see and we go explain the video. Technical team, please, could you play the video? Could you just repeat that again, please?
Yeah,
Technical team.
because
When
it
I
was
watched the video. Technical team, could you play that one more? Okay, let's just go on a quick 1 minute explanation. Uste una see then they announce Uste una see then they announce election results. The presiding officer when they in charge of ECS said they under gunpoint. What did they tell una? Then they forcefully, it no say if I move, if I announce the wrong thing, now they go down. Because you don't see Mara Bureau saying in Kamajode for kill left, right, center publicly. This is not factual. Particularly at the APC office. Una see where they kill Haja Awa. So Udana Mohammed Kone won't no go gun down. Now both case for Maraville. You see the soldier man or the father. In fact, not to say I learn soldier, the fault there's like Kamajo people. You see the
But
people
yeah,
are following him. Say if he move, if he announce one gun result, he will pay for it. Una see? Then they just telling us say the tyranny government will get is not to waiting and compulsory, not to people that will electing people in. A one rule by force by power. The voters, the voting the people that vote for don't reflect voting and vote for the election. They can't say we'll not get presidential election as showcase we will get. That wasn't a presidential election because everything was pre-planned, ready to be delivered. That's exactly what they do. Because voting the people that vote for now reflects the result. So we get we come with that come with ABS will go instead go introduce himself for a few seconds, then instead go give you a quick analysis of what's in that. Welcome, come with ABS. Thank you for joining us. You're welcome to this platform. Please introduce yourself to our viewers online, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube of who you are. And also, you don't you give your then we go ask for the question. Please introduce yourself, please, come with ABS. Comrade ABS, can you hear us?
I think it has a still pick. You know, whilst you were showing the video, Fatia, I just wanted to make a comment. We found out that the AYV and SOBC refused to show this particular point to the general public. Why was that? Because for me, that's the question we need to ask. Why was that part not shown? Because Mohamed Kone, that's his excuse at that point, says he was under gunpoint. But you would have known that you were going to be under gunpoint and ask for help. But he didn't. And for them preparing that stage, it started the night before. They called all the over 500 police officers to be there. And they gave them live bullets, says shoot and kill. If anybody moves that you are not happy, shoot and kill. That was the instruction before the morning or the afternoon that they are going to announce that particular result. So Conan knew exactly what he was doing.
Of course, we will.
Exactly. For me,
let me get higher all the way from the US.
For me, I will say this: it will have been better Conan die than he is killing 7 million people, because just for you alone, the whole world is suffering. The whole of Sierra Leone is suffering because of you. That's selfishness. That is selfishness.
Pure.
Conan, it's better you die for the truth than you stand. And at this point, everybody is telling you what you've done is wrong, which of course you knew. You would have asked for help. You went to school, and I'm sure you have some kind of a little bit of decency and education. But he didn't. And how would you follow somebody with a gun in their hand? Are you crazy? Something wrong with you?
Bonita, but the man know what me they do, bo. This was all pre-planned, premeditated, prepared. We did not have a presidential election. We have a showpiece. We had a showpiece. Let's see if Comrade ABS don't come back on, because we soon going to finish the show. Sweet Bonitala Joseph, Comrade ABS and Kaba. Comrade ABS, are you back with us here?
Yeah, but I think he's still frozen. I don't know if he has logged off. His bandwidth is a bit low.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Then. Comrade Andrew, what do you think about that video? The way AYV all your other channel and you fuse for show. What did they tell you, Comrade Andrew? Oh, we've lost him as well. What's going on today? Oh no, he's here. Comrade Andrew, what do you think of that video day?
Well, you go just understand, say the state capture way a whole lot of people can talk about. AYV, SLBC, 98.1, they all be there at the whole day. But they refuse for sure because they're all day under the brown envelope and they're all day under the state capture of Motherview. But that video, they don't explain clearly. In fact, I read them, a international journalist who been there at the same hall where he writes an article about that particular video where he title and say, them guys that don't succeed for Rob, Sierra Leoneans, they're off their right.
Can you hear me, Fatia?
Are you back with us, Comrade ABS? Andrew Logie, Comrade ABS, 1 minute, see if you can able to join us. Comrade ABS, are you back with us? I think we still have.
I'm with you guys, but the thing is, though, I think the internet.
Okay. Okay, Comrade ABS, you go able. We just go try forget technical team. Could you get Comrade Andrew's photo off the screen, please? Comrade ABS, you go able to talk to us. You go able to introduce yourself for like 30 minutes. We they try forgive Comrade ABS few seconds, but they get a little bit teething problems. Comrade ABS. Okay. We're having really great difficulty. So we go carry on with Andrew. Andrew, carry on, please.
Yeah, like I be say, you know, go announce elections result, and then we see what we see. So now this video where Fatty just play for we. But again, I go make them very clear now. All this now just now stage manage something. All what we see, so it was applause for try for continue for post threat to the people, but not to corner them with the threat, you know, not to corner because Corner knew very well what he was doing.
Exactly. Not in a your point. These are the people.
He knew very well. Not to say that the barrel make he announced that result. It wasn't all that the rest. All what he do deliberately and he very conscious about what he do. Because before Corner they go announce that result, he don't talk a whole lot of things to them. He call a press conference now ECSL and address Sierra Leoneans. They say, ain't they do we favor not to pay with the pair. He left a job when they pay millions, thousands of dollars. He can't salon. You know how much Sierra Leoneans they pay tax every day and that money then the courts they pay you. They an insult to the nation. On all what he can do so back. So I want to say that video they honestly not just part of the ploy way power put together. Yeah, exactly. So to me, all what Corner do now something where they be done stage manage and they succeed for perpetuate them. And honestly, they're not they go scot free. No matter how long it take, they will definitely pay for all this what they do to the people. No matter how long it takes, Sierra Leone will just continue for the pray because electoral fraud not way bad. It don't plunge the country backward because people don't prepare themselves so they can't get a new president who can change the narratives, where they bring back that lost glory where Salondo lost for the past 5 to 6 years. Then all of a sudden, Corner in particular denied them of that right day. People went outside, they voted overwhelmingly. Look what happened yesterday. The result they went announced for the parliamentary result there. You imagine for Mek Watalo Tombo, because the Western Rural, the central point of the Western Rural, now Watalo and Tombo. Would I then our talent Tombo we go subscribe to the fact say SLPP get 5 seats na that area? It's not possible. It's not possible. You know what? Why I don't do that, Tombo? The first killings the way this party come in governance. Now Tombo then go perpetrator.
Now, Tombo, exactly.
Tombo. And of recent, before we go into election, so party, then go back now Tombo, arrest them, but then just because they then go outside on a Saturday morning, they jog with Kasho, the Western Rural District chairman, council chairman. Then we go outside and jog with them. Then arrest them, but then some of them still in detention as I talk to you now. So would I go vote for SLPP under? Mother be Pauper to be specific. I would go subscribe to the fact say Freetown when the APC dominated, SLPP go get 7 seats and APC get 9 seats in Freetown. Would I go subscribe to that? It is a sham, you know, and it's a shame to corner for make you do them things then they carry in a district, then go take 1 seat from carrying a district. But local, in fact, funnily, they were outside after the presidential results were announced. Then be the bash at put local people then. They say they not vote for them, all the good things they don't do for Putloko. So if them don't come and tell we say Putloko no vote for them, how come then guys they get 4 seats?
All of a sudden, exactly, they get 4 seats.
How
And
come?
people that still online they deny me. Sweet Bonita coming to this place. What do you think, especially with Andrew say?
Well, that's something I just wanted to bring to Andrew's attention. Like the day after the election, Gentoo start going around. Especially, I think it was Mount Torre, all the water tank he took there to take them away. So if you knew you had one, or they think they had anything, they would have not done that. And again, just like what Andrew mentioned in Potloko, they were so vexed. The skinny lady in Potloko, she was standing in one of the polling centers with her SLPP wristband in her hand, with police officers with gun. I've said to her, listen, what is this? There says no campaign today. Why are you here with an SLPP wristband? Oh, she will stand there. Me too. I went into my vehicle and I took APC's wristband and I put it up to my shoulder. Come and try me. I don't have a weapon, but come and try me and you see. So these people knew exactly they've lost. And again, I'm so grateful that we had Khadija, but again, it's a bit difficult that the people were not able to listen to the audio properly, where she was analyzing places that they have stolen seats. This is why they are still refusing to present the polling centers form, because they knew it was there, black and white. And there is no way they can win. There is no way. Most of the seats that they said they won, they did not. Especially in Kenema. We want to sit there. We want to sit there. It was a young lady that won that seat. Everybody was happy because everybody went to protect their vote for Tia. But now, at the 11th hour, these seats have disappeared. To where? Above all people, we want to sit there. Hey! And then somebody will tell you, oh, this is it, this is it. And they are still killing
Bonita. I don't get Comrade Khadija because we can't end soon. We only have a few more minutes. Let me bring Comrade Khadija in. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades online, comrades, all fans, friends, family, who now already watch me from YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. The audio one I'm listening to now from Comrade Khadija from the United States. So it can talk about, you know, just a little bit for analyze. But that audio, we have to apologize. The audio, the volume was quite low. So some of you get it, some of you not get them. But nevertheless, the message was clear. So we get Khadija online. We're going able to talk a little bit, you know, to what we discuss and also emphasize and probably able to explain a little bit about the video. Comrade Khadija, could you join us please and introduce yourself? Comrade Khadija?
I think her volume might be having an issue. The technical team can just reach out to her. But again, whilst we are waiting for Khadija, I think Comrade Andrew wanted to say something. Andrew, would you want to say something?
Yeah, on the way be the analyze about Potloko and with the Northwest former minister with I think it's Aja Isaac.
the name is not important. She's not relevant. You know, when you say skinny, everybody knows who the crap that woman is.
Yeah. Okay. So that just remind me about the number of seats the way SLPP don't amass. Because all the paramount chief MPs and seats they go to the SLPP. And I want to use this platform for send this message to all the comrades them we officially win seats them and we get 51 seats them. The party don't make a very strong position and we stand by that position there. And they continue for join the party in call for make sure say mother bill in government, anything we get for do with this illegitimate government, we'll have no participate. Because if you go to parliament just because if you say they get for pay you XYZ money, put the people in need first. Because at the end of the day, you get a conscience and you got where you deserve. If you go sit down at parliament just as a backbencher for Concord and support, where some people already get 96 seats, it don't make sense to me. Because they get 81 seats already, plus the parliament chief MP seats there. All that votes they go to them. So when I go to just sit down there, when I go to Concord support, they come and pass bill and when I aid, now they get no voice. Even who been get voice, who been get more seats in the parliament 2018, then still come and topple the parliament. Pull 10 MPs them. The same thing when they pull MPs and therefore as purported and say they get money from the consolidated fund. Now the same thing Charles Magai take this corner where they rob the people of Salon today to court for. And when they go the case now call the Supreme Court judges, they all they say they go holiday, they're not looking to the case. There may plenty of people where they say like APC go to court, and they watch there, they laugh. APC don't present case na court from 2018 when they petition that election result. 30 they're not looking to her. Wait till they go to na court. Kangaroo court when a mother be in charge. Orders from above. I'll be write a piece on that one day before yesterday. I'll write a piece on that. It don't make no sense for me, and my opinion that. If they go to court where you expect say justice go be served properly and equally. This court now where Mother Bio in and Mother Bio they preside over that court because Babatunde Edward not the Chief Justice is answerable to Mother Bio. Babatunde Edward know very well say the international observer, the local and other partners they don't petition Mother Bio say you not transparent these elections where this man announced not transparent, you know reflect the will of the people. Yet still Babatunde Edward who not the Chief Justice. He go ahead and yeah, he's still considering this matter bill. So if you say the same about Tunde Edward, go serve with justice. If we take this case to court, tell me. Sorry because they take on time, but I think say some of them things I will need for bring them to now make one understand.
Exactly.
Position. There's no need for make we go to court. Go to court, we expect say justice go be served to you. We don't go waste the time. If we go to court, take Mother be in 5 years, we go there, them go they call, we take them call. I must say somewhere come and go to court. Tell to the time way for go campaign. That court they come up for go campaign. Over 200 times that man they appear in a court. We go do it now. We are very well know in a Mother Bio and Alika, but then chop the chance to build the money. They know that. Evidences are there. When the money then transfer and Alika buy in sister account, the evidences are there. These are things I want to hesitate for talk about. So that's what I want to say, Fatty, you know?
Yeah. Thank you, Andrew. So now we get ABS, we get Khadija. ABS, I just want to give Khadija a few minutes. Let me just explain the video because the volume was quite low. But most of us got the message. We even the tried for say it was a little bit low. And we tried for bringing Khadija earlier on, but in volume as well was a little bit down. Khadija, hi, welcome to this platform. Could you introduce yourself, please? I think we're having a great problem with Khadija, so we'll leave her for now. ABS, welcome. Are you back on with us?
Well,
ABS, are you back with us?
I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you now. We hear you, but faintly. ABS, you want to introduce yourself, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, but very faintly. But it's okay.
I think it's exactly. I've tried my level best just to be part of this show, but the internet is playing up.
Yes, we can.
Right. First of all, good evening. Good evening, there, and thank you, APC Diaspora TV, for having me on the show. Basically, I think we try actually for no we know it happen, and this something will come as a surprise. Something we foresee for a very long time will come online. But this is it. This is where we are. We don't get a totalitarian leader. We don't actually come and bastardize democracy to the highest degree in Sierra Leone. And everybody, including we partners them at the wall, are actually not happy with waiting to go on. Are just about attending court and not attending court, which is the APC. I would say party to miss attending day. When we don't hear the consensus way we don't reach as a party say we already participate with illegal governments, and I'm very clear participate. I think where we are now, it's something to do with whether we should go to court or not. And as I'm speaking to you, there is also a meeting ongoing of which myself will be part of, but because of this program, follow church supporters, and then also party faithfuls around the world. The election, yes, we did our best, and God knows they are overwhelming. They're everywhere on the social media landscape. Akamara won the elections, but the election was actually snatched away from him. But this thing, as soon as they say, something where I really a thing where they don't plan, you know, the right thing was very clear on the wall that they ready for do whatever it takes to let them actually get the second, even if it costs them for do so through default processes, and that never happened. The election is gone, and we do now and now following for consolidate we own strength as a party, which would ask everybody for now. We put the emotion aside and begin think logically in a way that way at least we're able for give justice to the people. So coming to the it's one thing where it say na be a hot topic where we did that discussed last meeting, and I'm sure today the party will for come to a decision as to go to court or not. Over to you.
Thank you so much, ABS. I want to ask you a question before we got two questions. Speech Police as go ask you what we don't discuss now. Because we will end the show very soon. Also, you feel say Mr. Kone come up with such results. We're up to now. Some of we, now the diaspora and back home and the world, not able to understand also Mr. Kone Pola Mark there for carry such numbers. We're not even clarify or justify or even identify before everything was posted. It just can post and like that without any consultation with observers and also, you know, both international, home-based and other parties. Also, Mr. Kone, how Mr. Kone came to such conclusion in short haste, where he don't give presidential election in 24 hours, then mayoral election, it take over a week for can giving results. When I just Freetown mayor.
So first of all, what you want for let the viewers to understand is the pattern where Kone take for actually announce the result. The first 60%, so-called 60% we announce. Just categorically because I'm embedded in in all of these, the operations of the APC. I've been there at the Tally Center, and then also in an operative way at the they call PAC. PAC means putting agents and collaborative when I'm accredited. See, I'll be there for do everything. So I think say Astana a very strong platform for Shia Utuna, which will happen. First of all, we don't know this. We saw this coming. The Public Elections Act can very clear tell you the processes where it take for actually conduct elections and then to count the votes and then also how then they announce the votes. They tell me very clear. And in that act of parliament, it tell we say we don't actually count the votes in a polling station. Then the district officer, NEC district officer, therefore go again and look at all the results that we come out from all the polling stations. Take their districts. Districts get 1,000, they get 500 polling stations or more. Exactly. For do actually all the results in it, where there's a challenge, maybe there's a make is certified. The act make can very clear say enroll na. The reason what's make you need that process there is just like a way we win a football lovers them. They don't call it say video assistant referee VAR. They can bring down the now for fair play, which means if waiting the referee miss, that is waiting the presiding officer miss the VAR when at the video assistance referee, when at the district officer in the context of NEC, now they in the cable for capture the incident. So you will get for late complaint station will not satisfy this police recount is expected the due 90 do am. But guess what's happened, Fambulem? Kone persistently on the argue say then NEC not get the capacity for do certification of results at district level. But we knew what's that be the plan. So for let you, I just give the premises for no side Kone police. Because they don't get this plan say, Kone want to come up with some kind of concocted figures them for declare Madabio winner as a winner. That was in plan. So what he do, it bypass in football the VAR. So it let the VAR tell and say that goal where is in a goal. So let me go check the video and see if they they listing. Can you imagine if you go represent APC na NEC for meeting? These guys they embolden and it's map that you face like they want to perfect you. Imagine NEC was supposed to be the ref. So they don't take sides for very, very long time. But what they do, now they bypass areas they wouldn't go able for catch them, make them say they know they actually certify result. This is very illegal. Everybody know this. The 2022 Public Elections Act, rather than Kautan, now under the President Madabio, now Kone then can go to Parliament. So how can you bring rules of the game that you say they respect that? So they assume themselves that they can do anything they want to do. So this is how they concocted this result. So once you don't bypass the district certification of result, the next stage is actually region. Now they can say and then they go certify this result. But guess what? We reach the process not started. This man, if we are not listing Mohamed Sisse, when one of the people who will represent we as party agent at the Italian process, what he Kone do and Abu Kabo there is send to the regional commissioners them. Take like Northwest, for example. He say well, same and 30% of the results. So you requested for 30% of the result. All of a sudden, Salin will go. The time where he announced that 60%. And they tell you for free, put local when are responsible for Northwest Salin Center at regional level. They don't even go for 35%. So where did you get the results where you can't announce 60%?
Let me say they say ABS, you know. It really confusing
so
for me anyway. So
yes, it confusing. You know, so all of a sudden, Kone gets your own plan. But let me tell you what people are
if you can round them up in about a minute or so, yeah.
Yes, we're going to talk about a state capture agenda where President Madabio comes out. Kone is appointed by Madabio. All them guys, so what they do so, it's about their job for protecting job. So they don't care about Sierra Leone, they don't care what are the repercussions. For the very first time, the sacrifice people they don't throw away blood now so during the war because as a result of bad governance. And mind you, election stealing, free, also something will come under bad governance. They don't care what the repercussion. Always you want to do. Guess what happened? Even this result where they announced parliamentary seats. I can tell you categorically clear because we are also stakeholder in Akambia district. I know waiting with tally results. And you see, they don't even get President Madabio not even get up to 29% na Kambia district. But guess what? Look how much in Giam. Western area, we all saw what happened. Them beats them. APC beats this Samura Kamara beats Madabio flat in the Western area. But guess what you then do? FSSG. Now 9 stations na in the day. That center day. After election, after they don't vote, when they say for can count, guess what? They say that they get only 4 RRF forms. This is not a process of rigging. Every 1 hour, then go pull one. And we don't tell and say, when I know they pull the box and also until they enter the result, na RRF form. So now that then do they suppress other areas. Imagine the southeast and other areas them. Then count the RRF form no day. And RRF form is the only legitimate document who say they actually put votes. Now this then do because they already don't get them plan, they don't get them figures them. So everything what they announce so it's just something where they go bring from them bunker for come and make Mada Bio a second time. It does not reflect the votes. And when I see people that went over data right now, the kind way where they don't disgrace. When I see the figures, them somewhere they're high, the voter turnout is more than what they say they be registered from the registration. So this is where we are. It's a state capture agenda. These guys, they don't give a monkey. So what we need to do as Sierra Leoneans, we need to come together. Be you APC, be you SLPP, be you anything, Sierra Leone campus. Because I kid you not, if this thing stand, generations yet unborn, APC or any government will come tomorrow, then play with the rules, then the same nonsense that they happen in the country. But guess what? The development of a country governance. You need to get people in a governance where they respect the rules, where they respect the law of the land. But when you get a group of politicians, them we don't care about the laws. The country they go down. You understand? If you look at this book, I just show Pambulem. This book, Why Nations Fail. Go read them. And this book, they even mention Sierra Leone as a case study. So imagine the rebel war we don't get. They mention an ASU. Exactly what's in this book, what's in talk about this book, what's in talk about Sierra Leone. So I think say for Sierra Leone, we get for tight with belts. When I was in the diaspora, you want the whole day inside Sierra Leone, and it's outside Sierra Leone because this thing they can't bet you. You understand? This what he do so Marabi lost election. He knew that he lost election, but he not give a monkey and he hardline as them. Now the SLPP always they want to do is now for clean of power.
Thank you so much, Comrade ABS. Thank you, Comrade ABS, for that analysis. That was great. We enjoy it, and people that also when I give you full explanation, when I go back in time and explain say comrades already online, whether via SLPP, APC, they understand, they know say Usha with the camp. We're not a sore loser. But what happened was unfair. So now make we talk about it and we will carry on this. We need a sweeper under the carpet. If not the SLPP want, we need a do one. This will go carry on for talk so we can power illegitimately. We take power, we not supposed to take her. And we go carry on for the talker and picture until we are picking and yet unborn here. You say Marabio was the fraudster who crooked the election 2023 and win. And it was difficult for the SLPP to run a salon again with this kind of history, and we will make sure people they know this history because they're not going to trust you anymore. Anyway, we don't come to the end of the show now. I just want to say thank you very much to all the viewers there online, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Thank you. Every Sunday, they join us diligently. Need a let's read them. We're very much grateful. Want to carry on for share the live for me, please. Share the live so that when they will not be present for watch me, then be able for watch me later on. Also, with the ask to subscribe and like the page. So as soon as we come on, go able to get the notification and please go join us. Thank you very much for watching. Next Sunday we day again. I am Mixer and Swiss Bonita will join you now for carry on with the analysis. Like how we say, this will need the sweeper under the carpet. The people and vote not reflect their desire. It's as simple as that. The people that what they vote for not reflect what they ask for, what they want, not to their desire. So we go carry on, and this we go carry on talk and go down in the history of Marabio. It go down as the fraudster president who fraud the 2023 election in Freetown, 24th of June. Even the international observer, they echo that. So does everybody else. This SLPP, this Unane people under the carpet. Una call me all kind of name. So loser, this loser, but this Unane people under the carpet. This will they talk with us. Tell una picking itself carrying here. Thank you very much for watching. Una thank you. Wanna join us. We say good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Thank you. We appreciate you. Goodbye and good night. We love you all. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
Na. Say the way them be left the power to murder, not to say it. Plenty youth they smoke and go mad. Try they not to say be there. The way this mommy they talk, the other mommy not to say be there. The way politics them spoil we try they say not to so be there. The way my dad they fly plenty, the other part not to soybean there. The way this family they talk, the other family not to soybean there. The way they believe the power to murder, not to soybean there. But not to soybean there. 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 Yeah, they pulling back politics fights each and every day. Not to so we been there. Not to so we been there. DJ Box the battle can get on mine and my brewer. Not to so we been there. Not to so we been there. Put out on board, they travel run, come back and village people know they get chance. Not to so if I the mommy they dance at TikTok and people want talk. Una laugh and I saw you one day. Green and red been the bind, green and red been the dine. But now not to so it day. When they start to drive glass teeth, they up the voters they suffer. Not to so for day. The mommy getting artists, the bar getting artists, the other bar getting artists for day. You know for talk through then quick for jail you violate your rights, bro. Not to so you have been there. 2023, I wonder how you go there. Now before you get job, before somebody say not to so be there. 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 Listen, governor for making investors run away.